The Amazon FBA industry has become a big moneymaker, not just for sellers, but also for so-called gurus who claim to teach you how to make money. While some genuinely try to help you succeed, there are others that are only interested in making money from you signing up to their services. Others have been accused of shady tactic, misleading their followers, and even scamming people.
You can actually earn a living without working a job.
The promise of quick success has drawn many people claiming to be experts, even when they've got very little real-life experience. I'm going to go over some shady tactics and examples of some fake gurus in this space. I'll break down what they do, warning signs for you to look out for, and suggest groups that I trust as a six-figure Amazon seller. Before getting into that, let's discuss what a guru really is.
Knowledge.
The word gets used a lot and now has become a bit of a derogatory term, but really it just means teacher. There are genuine gurus out there that run successful businesses. If you're looking in the arbitrage space, someone like Gavin Sweeney has run incredible businesses in the UK and the US. If you're looking at private label, then the people over at Honest FBA are superb at what they do. They really want to help people and they have a proven track record of getting great success for their clients. Plus, they're still active sellers doing insane numbers in their core business, which is selling on Amazon. But I'm not here to talk about them. The ones I'm focusing on are people that have tried Amazon FBA, made a little bit of money, but then decided to try to make money selling courses or mentorship. The issue with these so-called gurus is they only have basic knowledge, yet still charge a fortune for their services. They might act like experts, but quite often they've only got a little bit more knowledge than the people that are actually teaching. And in some cases, people who have been selling and they want just a little step up, quite often are more experienced than these so-called gurus claim to be. Spending thousands to learn from someone who's very deceptive is something you need to stay away from. It'll cost you a lot of money, a lot of time, and potentially put you off a fantastic business opportunity just because of one bad actor. The following are 5 warning signs to look out for and some examples so you know what to avoid. Get rich quick promise. A key hallmark of an FBA scammer is the get rich quick pitch. They promise you can start making thousands of pounds within your first month with minimal effort. They offer sell a product or a course claiming that anyone with no experience can scale quickly with minimal investment.
What I've learned being in the online space for years is that scammers and people who want to, waste your time and put out very poor quality products and training, they generally have very little to no social media presence and they like to hide in the shadows. And so the reason that I want to be fully transparent is because that's the way I am with everything.
In the last 30 days alone, over $430,000 in sales. And this is not some crazy complicated thing.
Red flag. FBA is a legitimate business that requires time, capital, and hard work to see meaningful profits. Claims of instant success are just too good to be true. If you ask someone how long it's going to take you to earn X amount of money and someone gives you an answer, that is an instant bad sign. Run for the hills, because how on earth can they tell you how much money you're going to make without knowing how much money you're putting into it? This is one of the biggest tactics that scammers use. Common questions people ask are, how long until I can leave my job? How long until I earn X amount? And scammers will always give you an answer. But the reality is, it depends on you. How much money can you invest? How much time can you dedicate? How much money are you going to be taking out of the business? All of these will lead to those answers. It would be a big ballpark figure rather than a firm answer. If anyone gives you an answer to these questions quickly, without doing a thorough interrogation of your situation, they definitely don't care. They're definitely just trying to scam you. For me personally, it took me 2 years before I took any money out of the business, and even then it was only a small amount. I was fortunate enough to start during COVID, so I was able to do this full time because I didn't have a job. And even then, my results only really started to come after 6 months of hard work. Now that's not to say that better results can't be achieved quickly. I started with quite a low sum of money, but the reality is I made an awful lot of mistakes. And now knowing what I know now, if I was to start again, I'd be able to scale so much quicker and so much more efficiently.
And my team would like to build an Amazon business for you. Here's how it works. You invest, we build, together we make profits. So you own the business 100%. We build it huge so that you have the option to sell it later for up to 10 to 30 times your initial investment. Or you keep it as a passive investment. It keeps producing you cash flow every single month. We do all the work.
Automated systems or done-for-you services. Scammers often sell done-for-you Amazon businesses, automated businesses, and they claim to completely set up your entire business, including products, and then do the management for you. All it takes is a hefty upfront investment from yourselves, and they'll deal with everything, and you can sit back and watch the profits roll in.
We can be your one-stop shop and provide done-for-you FBA services.
These services seem very appealing to people with a lot of cash ready to invest, but ultimately not a lot of time, or for those simply wanting to avoid the hands-on work involved in FBA. Red flag. Automation services often come with a very hefty fee. We're talking 5 figures up and not low 5 figures either. Ultimately, you tend to have zero control over these businesses, and even if you do somehow get some profit from them, ultimately it is just not worth the risk. FBA businesses require constant product sourcing, constant liaising with prep centers, constant communication with Amazon, adjusting prices and listings. It's just not that simple to automate. While outsourcing can definitely help, and I do outsource heavily, it will never ever be fully automated. If you're seeing this video, it means you are definitely active on social media and on YouTube. So I'm sure you have seen Amazon automation services pop up everywhere. To this day, I still get lots of DMs, even though I slag them off. Honestly, I know someone that was scammed by this, lost all their investment. It just really is not worth doing. Fake testimonials and misleading success stories. Scammers often flood their websites with glowing reviews and amazing success stories from so-called members. They present themselves as successful entrepreneurs, and they'll show you this amazing lifestyle that their amazing Amazon business has brought them. And yes, it can look impressive, but ask yourself, really, is it real?
Guys, I want to share with you guys something super disturbing, and to be frank, this just pisses me off, and I want you guys to be aware of what is going on.
So if we come over here into my computer, we're going to go to his website where he talks about his client results. He offers Amazon coaching. He does private label stores for you, and these are his client results. And if we scroll down, this screenshot might look very familiar, and the reason being is this is my screenshot. Those are my numbers. Those are my sales from my account. And I have proof right here that he literally screenshotted this straight from a webinar that I made back in 2020, screenshotted right there. I've talked about it in multiple YouTube videos. I've used it in thumbnails, as you can see right there. Here's another one. One of my horror stories is Amazon shut me down, and that's the reason the graph is all crazy. It's during Q4. He literally stole that screenshot and is using it on his website.
I've thought about making a full YouTube video exposing the guy, but I'm not going to do that. But I do want you guys to be very, very aware of what is going on in the space, because there's a lot of people that are faking just complete BS and stealing people's results, people that don't even sell on Amazon and trying to sell you something that they don't even do themselves. Or worse, like they're saying, hey, these are my client results when they're not even their clients. Like, those are my screenshots. Those are my numbers. They're not his. So it's just really frustrating. So just be aware of what is going on, because honestly, like I said, that just pisses me off.
Red flag. Many of these testimonials are fabricated or taken from other sellers. The lifestyle and success are often exaggerated in order to entice people to buy their courses or their program. Be wary of success stories that seem too good to be true, especially if they're talking about having a magic formula. When it comes to booking one of these courses or mentorships, make sure you can discuss it with the person that's going to be mentoring you. Are they the actual person that's advertising? When it comes to their magic formula, can you discuss it with them prior to actually committing? Everyone's got this magic formula, but realistically, it's probably no different to a lot of other sellers. Where have you found these people? Are they active on all social media? Personally, if someone isn't active on Twitter or X and they're trying to sell you something, I'm a little cautious. When it comes to other social media platforms, it's easy to delete negative comments. When it comes to Twitter, you cannot delete the comments. Yes, you can block people, but generally speaking, the negativity will always be there. For me personally, that's a good sign if someone's active on Twitter. Are people showing you their success? Does it seem to be their success? Is there a consistency to it? Are they maybe stealing this from other sellers? It's definitely worth trying to do your checks. What free value do these people give you? For me, I'm always trying to give out free, valuable information that you can take and go and run with. A lot of people don't do that. All they're interested in is trying to get you to sign up for their program. So are they putting out free content as well as having a more premium offer, or are they all about just taking your money? If someone is giving away free content, then you're able to assess the content that they're going to be providing. Yes, the free content may not be as good as the paid content, but you can at least assess it. When it comes to going in blind just to someone selling you a dream, it's very difficult to actually ascertain their level of knowledge when it comes to Amazon. Overinflated profit margin claims. Some scammers will offer you profit margins of 50% and above. The suggestion being that this is the average profit that Amazon sellers can make. In reality, profit margins on Amazon are much slimmer. Amazon have some of the most expensive fees when it comes to selling on an online platform. So realistically, selling on Amazon, the profit margins are going to be a lot smaller than that.
Another client. Okay, here we go, guys. $34,000. That's at 40% profit margins. He made 13 grand. Just moved 13 grand in 1 month. I know that's better than most of y'all. We do shitty ass 9 to 5. Use your money to make money. Live your life smarter. Let the money make money for you. If you want to learn how to build an Amazon store like that, look at my page. You have to be 100% serious about it. You're putting your own money into a business. You don't want to lose money. This is something you want to be 100% on. If it is, if you want to make money with your own money, shoot me a DM and we'll figure out what we can do for you.
Red flag. If someone promises you extraordinarily high profit margins without taking into consideration any of the expenses that go into the business, it's likely to be a scam. Though they can increase with better efficiency and scaling, but then once again, once you get to huge scale, then they can reduce again. Sellers have many expenses that they need to take into account. And if you want to see a little bit more detail on that, I've done some other videos on my channel, so go and check them out. When it comes to sellers giving you these high profit margins, what they'll do is they'll show you some figures from either a software that they use or maybe even just a spreadsheet. And yes, okay, a lot of the time the sales are correct, the revenue's correct, Amazon fees are correct, because if they're using a software, it comes directly from these softwares, so you can't manipulate it. However, their profit is completely reliant on the cost of goods. And who inputs the cost of goods? The seller themselves. I could show you a whole array of screenshots. For example, here is a screenshot of my profit. However, in reality, that didn't have the true cost of goods. Once the cost of goods were entered correctly, this was actually what my profit was. The overpromise of passive income.
So y'all mean to tell me with the way everything is going up with this inflation, we're talking about people's rent, mortgage, utility, gas, groceries, everything is going up except for people paychecks. Y'all are still not taking advantage of the arbitrage model selling on Amazon. Look, I consistently make 10K to 20K plus per month selling the arbitrage model on Amazon. So if that's something that interests you, be sure to save this video, like this video, and follow to learn more.
FBA scammers often promise passive income. And yes, you can scale your business to a point and outsource it where you can sit back and spend maybe 4 to 5 hours a week, if you're lucky, on your business. However, the work you have to do up front to get it to that point is enormous. So don't think for any second that this is a passive income. You can highly outsource, and it's a model that I do myself, but it is far from passive.
Why are you not making active income? Get up off your ass and work first.
Red flag. True passive income is very rare and realistically doesn't occur at the beginning phase of any business. The upfront work involved in setting up a profitable Amazon business. While Amazon FBA can eventually allow for more passive income as you scale, it still requires ongoing maintenance and active management, especially in the early phases. I've been running my Amazon FBA business now for 3 years. I've been very active, especially on Twitter, but now more active on other media platforms. So if you are considering signing up to any courses or programs and you'd like me just to give you an opinion on what I think, then feel free to reach out on any of my social media platforms or in the comments below, and I'd happily have a look at the person you're talking about and just give you my honest opinion on them.